Imagine a palace, gold everywhere, fine curtains fluttering in the wind, ... And there, from a high window, a woman watches. She is a queen, her name Michal. But what passes through her mind at that moment is not love, nor honor. It is contempt, and this contempt would change everything. Michal was not just any woman. She was the daughter of the first king of Israel, Saul, and she married the man who would become the greatest king in the history of her people. David, a marriage between the past and the future of the Israelite monarchy, a meeting between two lineages. But also, the beginning of a silent tragedy. She loved David, the Bible makes it clear. She loved him deeply. But not all love survives time, jealousy, and, above all, pride. David was a different man, a warrior, yes, but also a worshiper. A king who did not hide his faith, nor his emotions. And that was exactly what divided the paths between him and Michal. The turning point came when David took the Ark of the Covenant back to Jerusalem. One of the most remarkable events in the history of Israel. The presence of God returned to the center of the nation, and David ... danced. Not as a proud king, but as a servant before his Lord. He danced with all his might, without regard for royal attire, without concern for protocol. He danced ... in freedom. And it was there that Michal looked out of the window. And what she saw was not praise. It was shame. She did not see the joy of a king broken before God. She saw a ridiculous man exposed in front of the people. And she despised him in her heart. At that moment, something broke. Not only between her and David, but between her and the purpose she could have fulfilled. David returned home, filled with the presence of God, ready to bless his family. But what awaited him was Michal's contempt. She confronted him, mocked him, hurt him. And David answered without hesitation, "It was before the Lord that I danced. And I will make myself even more contemptible than that, if it is to honor my God." This was the last time we hear Michal highlighted in the scriptures. The Bible ends its chapter with a heavy sentence. And Michal, Saul's daughter, had no children until the day of her death. A woman who began her story loving a king and ended up without a legacy. But what does this story have to do with me and you? Everything. Sacred Clo represents all those who value appearances more than presence, who watch God move from the window but don't come down to participate, who criticize the passion of others because they have lost their own flame. She shows that a woman can indeed change the destiny of a king, with words, with actions, with coldness, and that the heart, when hardened, can become sterile, not only physically, but spiritually as well. David's throne continued. His lineage was preserved. But Michal was left behind, a queen without a kingdom, a wife without children, a woman without a legacy. She had the chance to be remembered as the mother of the royal lineage, perhaps even the ancestor of the Messiah. But her contempt put her on a path of silence and oblivion. And here's the warning for all of us. Do not despise praise. Do not criticize those who dance before God. No exchange presents for appearance. Don't watch from the window. Come down. Participate. Give yourself over. Because in the end, it's not those who watch, but those who truly love, who make history.